following what's going on with Savannah Guthrie. She's like a famous television news lady. I guess she hosts like the morning show on NBC, I think it is. Like Good Morning America, I guess. And it's really tragic, but her mother has been missing. It seems like her mother was taken hostage. It's really scary, and it's like a weird true crime situation. This is her mother who, again, was taken hostage, and there's all these weird things about the case. She went missing. She was kidnapped. For some reason, TMZ has been getting a bunch of updates about it. Where I guess like the kidnapper who took the mother has been demanding Bitcoin for her release. It's really weird and bleak, and people are very much wondering kind of like what's going on and why this is happening. But FBI Director Kash Patel posted earlier this week this video. And he posted it to Twitter. It's only a 3-second video, but it says additional recovered footage from the same camera. So basically, initially they didn't have any footage really. I think they had some like footage maybe for some other people's cameras or something, but they didn't really have very much to go off of when she was first kidnapped. And so they were sort of like trying to scramble around. Also, I think it's been hard because the DNA that they found, they haven't identified yet, which is terrifying. So they don't know who took her, and it's all very scary. But they released this. Footage all of a sudden, where basically they. I hope I'm allowed to watch CNN on my, maybe I'm going to get a DMCA, but I'm going to try it. It's only a minute long. Let's see if it'll work.
This is the technical part of this.
So, but basically they found footage with her, I think it's a Nest camera.
Story that I want to learn more about, that I bet many viewers want to learn more about, because this is a key part of the breakthrough. My sense is that the engineers and the technicians at Google, the company that owns Nest, deserve a lot of credit for this breakthrough.
Okay, so this is so scary, but there was a Nest camera. So for you guys who don't know what Nest is like a security camera. It's made by Google's. It's made by Google, not Google's. And Nancy Guthrie, who I guess Savannah's mother, had one of these. Now, she didn't pay for the subscription. So she had it, but she didn't pay for the subscription. So the footage was not supposed to be saved. And what's really weird is that it was suddenly saved, right? So it was recovered. I'm scared to play this because I think it's going to be copyrighted. But you can see he's showing how the Nest cameras work, and he's boosting it. He's like, wow, amazing, Google. Google's so great and cool. How did they do this? And I think a lot of people were like kind of really happy at first because they saw this stuff, and look at how scary this is. This is the potential. This is the guy who kidnapped her. It's very chilling. Like, this is real true crime stuff. Like, it's really scary. He can be seen on footage. But you can see, and I think he takes out some zip ties. Yeah, he comes back. We'll just see. I don't know what he's doing. I guess he sees maybe the camera. It's really scary. But he's going to take out some stuff. And, oh my gosh, I think this is the zip ties. Okay, I think this is just replaying the same thing. But anyway, it's really scary, right? It's really weird. It's really jarring and terrifying. Oh, here he is coming back. Okay, so he just keeps coming back. Oh my God, look at all these zip ties. This is so scary, you guys. This is like terrifying. It's not AI because Google itself confirmed it. This is not AI, guys. Oh my God, look at how many zip ties he has. Look at how many zip ties he has. That's so scary. So this is not AI. We know it's not AI because Kash Patel released it, and Google was basically like, we were able to harvest this stuff from an internet connected Nest camera. Now, this kind of scared a lot of people because they were like, wait a minute, but she didn't have a subscription. She had the Nest camera, but she didn't have the subscription. So how did they harvest the footage? And so far, we don't know. It's not clear because, like, again, this footage is supposed to disappear. This footage is not supposed to be collected at all. But I think that this shows how these security cameras are always on. And in this case, hopefully that can lead to her, them finding finding a little bit more information. Kash Patel said, basically, the video was recovered from residual data located in backend systems. I guess that's what he tweeted. He said, we were able to execute lawful searches and go to these private sector companies and expedite results, and then go into their systems and actually excavate material that people would think would normally be deleted and no one would look for. Okay, so you were able to excavate material that people would normally think would be deleted and that no one would look for. That's scary. Also, as they note that, these Google Nest devices are part of the company's smart home products. So they also do camera-equipped doorbells, camera-equipped thermostats, or maybe just regular thermostats. I don't know if the thermostats have the camera. I don't know why a thermostat would have a camera. Basically smart home stuff. And NBC News asked for more information about how the Google Nest system worked and how it worked with law enforcement, and they did not provide any details. So I think, look, is this scary? Yes, this is so scary. Like, look at these images, right? This is really scary. But what's also really scary, in addition to this scary man, is the fact that this camera was always recording. And, you saw a bunch of people, again, promoting it, especially in the mainstream media. People were like, this is an amazing, exciting, like CNN, like, this is so great. Wow, we're really excited that they were able to capture this footage. How great. Like, isn't this amazing? And I think a lot of people were like, okay, this is really scary, actually. Like this journalist says, the FBI retrieved this footage even though she didn't have a subscription, which suggests Nest cameras are always recording and retaining content, even when users aren't subscribed to the service. That's scary, right? Like, we don't know. And, this guy tweeted, Nest and Ring are creating a surveillance state 10 times the size that the government could ever hope to alone. We're paying to build it ourselves. And I think this reminds me so much of the Amazon ad, which I don't know if you guys saw the Super Bowl ad on Amazon, where they basically were like, millions of dogs go missing. But don't worry, now we have mass surveillance, and Ring's search party can track a dog through the neighborhood. As somebody tweeted, they were like, oh, I'm sure this will never be used for anything else, right? It's terrifying. And it's like great that they're helping to track a dog. But as somebody said, imagine a human trying to leave an abusive situation and being found within 15 minutes, or an immigrant, right, escaping ICE. It's very scary. And they're bragging about this mass surveillance. And I feel like this this Nest situation is the same thing, right? It's also very scary. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I hope that they find this scary guy 100%. But I also don't want, like, I don't like the idea that Google is recording 24/7 even when they're not supposed to be. So, somebody said the dog thing was scrapped today. I hope it was. But the point is that they have that technology. Even if they scrap it and don't roll it out, they have this technology. And as we know with this example, they could be enacting this technology in the background without us knowing, just for their own systems for however long. No, I didn't see the counter ad, but I saw a bunch of people kind of like responding and stuff. I just think it's like, it is very, very scary to think of the, just the mass surveillance stuff. It's really scary. And yeah, if Google Nest can run the camera without a subscription, why do they charge us at all? Well, guys, we shouldn't have Google Nest. Let's not have Google Nest. I think generally we don't want Google Nest. We don't want any of these surveillance cameras. Also, I hate these ads that I can't get out of. But Yeah, it's a very terrifying situation, and I did not like, the fact that they can see this stuff. I think this is really scary, and we should be concerned about this. Somebody said it reminds me of a Tesla employee who was spying on customers through their car cameras. Yeah, let's not forget that a lot of people have these security cameras inside their home, right? A lot of people have these cameras just within their home for whatever reason. Maybe they're going to be out of town. Maybe they want to keep track of their kids. Like who knows? But people put these things inside their homes, and so nobody should be doing that. It's very irresponsible. Well, I mean, listen, I don't know if irresponsible is the word, but it's I would say it's not like you should know that that footage might be being collected on you at all times, and that should really scare you. It should really, really concern you. So, yeah, it's very, as that other person said, we are making a surveillance state that is so much bigger than the government could even ever hope to achieve.